Hello, everyone, and welcome to the B&T Sportstalk Show. Another wonderful Sunday evening. We get a chance to discuss the whole world of sports. We got some basketball, we got some football, free agency, and we got a little bit more World Cup knowledge that we drop in as we go country to country, trying to educate ourselves on who are all these countries, and get a little acquainted with these folks before the World Cup starts. B, man, how you doing?
Good, man. Recovering from my wisdom teeth removal. This is probably the loudest I've talked in quite some time, which is probably good for a lot of people. Um, other than that,
Well, no, we need you to talk, man. That's what we doing, man.
I'm doing good, man. I went to go see the movie Undertone.
Okay.
Scary movie. If you're into scary movies, I highly suggest to go watch it. All these lights on in my background will remain on for the rest of the evening, including while I'm sleeping.
There you go.
Because that movie put a charge into my fear factor. I have sleep paralysis. If anyone doesn't know what sleep paralysis is, it's you're fighting to stay asleep, but your body's trying to wake you up, and then you have a sleep demon that prevents you from waking up. It's pretty terrifying. It's not the easiest thing. So basically, I'll be asleep, right? And then all of a sudden, I'll have a dream that turns into a nightmare, and I can't shake. I'm trying to wake up to get out of it, right? And I
Yeah.
can't. And so I have my own shadow demon that I see that puts more fear into the dream. It's so complicated, man. And the paralysis lasts for about 15 minutes, or not 15 minutes, about 15 seconds.
Oh,
But it
okay.
feels like an eternity. I wake up, heart's beating real fast, uh, having a hard time like just comprehending what happened. I end up staying awake for the rest of the night because I'm like it feels real.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, I'm sure it
you can
does.
feel yourself trying to wake up, but you can't wake up.
Yeah.
And that's where it's
Yeah.
like it's terrifying, bro. So this movie definitely put more sleep paralysis problems in my life.
Well, wait. Okay. Well, then you need to stop watching scary movies because it's not gonna help you, sir. Okay. And then I'm gonna send you a Bible first class. You know what I'm saying? Help you.
So appreciate that.
Oh man. Well, we gotta jump into a few topics that went by this past week. We gotta start off with one that is kind of a controversial story. A lot of folks have been chiming in on the validity of this topic, which is the 83 points put up by Bam Adebayo. The Miami Heat played the Washington Wizards, who are absolute trash. Even though they traded for Anthony Davis and Trae Young, they're still garbage. Neither of those guys are going to play very much at all this season. And needless to say, the Wizards decided they were not going to guard Bam. Bam actually had an extremely good first quarter where he had like 31 points. And that's where I left it. I heard the news about the 31 points and didn't hear anything again until I believe they start talking about him having around 70 points.
Yeah.
And then, of course, later on, because keep in mind, folks, nobody's watching this game. Okay? Nobody, even with this stuff saying Bam scored all these points, people saw them playing the Wizards. They saw the score because this was pretty much a blowout from the third quarter on and was like, okay, good for Bam. But then it turns out he scores 83 points. And for those who don't know, that is the second highest scoring output in the history of the NBA, with Wilt Chamberlain's 100 being number one, and then Kobe's 81 being number three. Now with Bam being at 83. So here's the few controversial things, and we'll talk about. There's a few of them. The first one is B. So the first one is, should he have still been in the game fourth quarter on third? They're down by 20 points or however much it is. Should he have still been in the game in the fourth quarter and down the stretch?
No.
You don't think so?
Logically, no. The game was out of hand. I think they were up like 20-30, right?
It was a blowout for sure.
So we know
I'll
that
look
they're
up the
not
score.
we know that they're not coming back, right? It's the Washington Wizards. It's the G League of the Eastern Conference compared to the Warriors of the Western Conference, right?
Yeah.
Bam had no business being out there, right? But there's a headline though to it. You know, is he's on the verge,
Yeah.
and I guarantee you this was all Spoelstra's idea to keep his ass out there. Bam didn't have to come out, or he could have sat out, right? But Spoelstra said, "No, stay in there." So first fault, no, he shouldn't have been in the game. But to the contrary of that, I don't blame him because he's not saying, "Oh, keep me in the game," right? That's
Yeah.
a coach's decision.
Yeah. And I mean, at some point you have to, ride the wave. You know what I mean? Although, but I will say this though. There have been situations in the past where players have been pulled early in games like that.
Yes.
Most times, even with a superstar, if they're approaching 50 points, 60 points, and we get into the fourth quarter, there's 7 minutes left in the game and you're up by 25. Generally, that guy is coming out of the game.
Yes.
That's
yes.
generally what, and folks, I'm not just saying this just to be a hater. Like, this is actually what happens. If Luka puts up 50, like Luka, I think had 50 against Chicago or whatever, Luka's not going to play, unless the game's close, he's not going to play that many more minutes in the fourth quarter. That's how this is. Steph Curry, for instance, if Steph puts up, let's say Steph has a great night, he puts up 50. He gets to the 50 spot. And there's 7 minutes left. They're up by 25 points against a struggling Atlanta Wizard, whoever it is, right? Curry's not going to play the remainder. He's not playing the rest of that game. Unless the thing falls off the rails, unless the other team starts to make some type of crazy comeback, right? So
Yeah.
I can see from that perspective how people look at it and go, well, I don't know, man. Like, why y'all just stat padding this dude? Why is he in there? He shouldn't be in the game. The game's over. The Wizards suck, and they obviously don't know how to guard it. Bam Adebayo, because he's the only person on the team scoring any points, which is kind of ridiculous. So I do kind of see it from that angle. But at the same time, I can't get mad at Spoelstra for looking at the situation and seeing that he had an opportunity for a player to do something great. But it does call into question. Seriously, how many, let's talk about it, B. We'll talk about our teams. How many Steph Curry games do you think Curry could have gotten close to a 70 spot?
Countless games.
I'm just saying, because
Klay Thompson has 63, right?
He has 63 in three quarters.
quarters.
Yeah.
Never played the fourth quarter again.
Right.
But again, that game was out of control, right?
Right.
So the Warriors had the Warriors had a bigger picture in mind, right? It's a championship, so you can't run a risk of your best player getting hurt or one of your best players getting hurt for a record that, again, records are meant to be broken.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything because you're chasing something bigger. You're chasing trophies, right? So you're not running a risk. The Heat, on the other hand, they're not winning the championship. So this is their championship here. Bam Adebayo has scored as many points as he can is their championship. So I think that's why he was out there most of the time.
Yeah.
They're not going to be playing for anything.
Yeah, man. And so I think people do have and I don't blame Bam. I'm sure I'm not blaming Bam. Look, at the end of the day, his job is to win the game. Okay, and that's what he went out there and do. If he's on the court, he needs to play his game. That's what he did. He put points up. Can't fault him for that. But when we talk about history, we gotta put it on. We gotta put it up against the rest of the history. We have to look at it from other angles so that we give it kind of some context, right? And that's what brings me to the guy that you see over my right shoulder, right? Kobe Bryant. I'm obviously a Kobe fan. I'm a Laker fan. So I'm going to come across as a hater on this. I'm just going to be honest. The first thing I did was I looked at the stat line. That's the first thing I did. I saw Bam 83, and I'm thinking, wait, Bam Adebayo? How the hell did he score 83 points? He's a freaking power forward. Like, what kind of offense are they running where this dude was going off all like that? So let's look at the stat line. And this is where it's kind of like, I don't know. All right. Field goals. He shot 20 for 43. He shot less than 50% from the field. Okay.
Yeah.
3-pointers. 7 for 22.
Okay.
Maybe was that about 30%, something like that?
Close to it.
Close to a little less than 30. Here's the big one. Free throws. 36 for 43. 36 for 43. Now,
let's hear it. I need to hear this from you.
Is that his fault? No. Is it the Wizards' fault? Yes, I guess. Yes. What the hell are they even doing? Are they even playing basketball at that point? 43 free throws is an NBA record for attempts. 36 is a record for makes. People, this was the most free throws made and shot by any player in the history of the game. Think about that.
That's where I think everything get mushed up, right? Is the fact that he shot that many free throws. But to your point, though, it's how we got to that point, right? Like, why is he shooting 46 free throws in a game that you're down by 20?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know, man. They could have better off just letting him shoot layups. I mean, I don't even know.
Is playing the game. It's the Wizards that are fouling him, right?
Yeah.
But there's also a problem with that because you have Miami Heat players fouling Wizard players just so Bam can get another possession. Yeah. My God, who triple teams Bam Adebayo in a full court press so he doesn't get the ball? Like, are we fucking serious right now?
If I'm the coach, I wouldn't have let it happen to me. I'm just saying.
No.
I wouldn't have let it happen to me. Now, and my point is, because I talked about being a Laker fan, Kobe fan. Now let's look at that. Let's look at Kobe's 81. Okay, I want to remind. We're gonna talk about
Wilt's 100-point game.
Well, we could, but we don't have a stat line for it.
We're talking about it.
I want to talk about this stat line for stat line because I know it's gonna sound like I'm being a hater. I know it is, but keep in mind, people, there's only a 2-point difference between these two. 81 and 83. There's only 2 points. All right. So let's look at the Kobe stat line. All right. So we talked about Bam, 20 for 43, 46% from the field. Kobe in the 81-point game went 28 for 46. Okay, that's 60%. All right. So that's the first stat. Right. Point for Kobe. 3-pointers, 7 for 22. Okay, that's a little less than 30%. Kobe shot 7 for 13, 50%. All right.
Yeah, but Kobe's not a 3-point shooter.
It's still 81 points.
I'm not arguing that.
Yeah, they made the same amount of 3-pointers.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, and then free throws. This is going to be stupid, but Bam shot 36 for 43 from the line. Kobe shot 18 for 20. Not only did he shoot less, but he made more of them. Or made a better percentage. So when you hear Kobe's stat line, does it even feel like you don't even feel like it's 81 points because it's efficient. Is my point. This is an efficient game. As much crap is talked about how the game was played, if you look at this stat line, 28 for 46, 60% from the field, 90% from the free throw line, and 50% from the 3-point line. Mm-hmm. Compared to 46% from the field, 30% from the 3-point line, and 43 free throw attempts. Mm-hmm. Not even effing close.
But whose fault is that, though?
It's nobody's fault. But we got to talk about it. It's nobody's fault.
It's not Bam's fault.
It's not Bam's fault. And I'm not trying to say it's his fault.
But for us to compare the stats like that,
I'm going to.
It's 2 points. He scored 2 more points than Kobe Bryant did, right? We can even talk about, it was a close game against the Raptors. That's not Bam's fault that the Wizards just happen to be in town and happen to be the worst.
It's not his fault.
In the league.
It's not his fault. But here's my point. And I made a joke about this earlier. The Bam Adebayo having 83 points is going to be on Jeopardy in 10 years. Because... it just, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, it's weird, right? Think about it. It's weird. Think of all the players in the NBA, the top 5 players in the NBA right now. Think about it. Mm-hmm. And in 10 years, we're going to look back and we're going to be like, my son or whoever, go look, and they're going to be like, well, who's behind Will? Who's the second best scorer? And they'd be like, I don't know. Wasn't it Kobe? Like, no, it's Bam Adebayo. Who?
But that's just like saying it only supposed to be a star player to own these amount of points. Like I'm saying,
if I go down that list, it generally is.
If you go down the list, most of the list belongs to Wilt Chamberlain from in 1961 and 1962. So if we're gonna talk stats, they actually have stats from his 100-point game, right? 100 points. He played all 48 minutes. He was 36 of 63 field goal attempts, 57%. His free throw attempts, he was 28 for 32. He had 25 rebounds. Let that sink in. The man had 25 rebounds.
Wilt was going crazy, man. You can't even argue with that.
His selfish ass only had 2 assists.
He was only supposed to.
He scored 23 points in the first, 18 in the second. He was slacking off tremendously in the second quarter. Third quarter, 28, and then in the fourth quarter, he had 31 points.
Oh, man.
In an era that he was the tallest human on that court.
Yeah, he was just crushing. It was like Wemby.
With no three-point line.
No three-point. That's right.
There was no three-point line, right? So when you look at, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 top scorers in NBA history, right? Mm-hmm. Wilt Chamberlain, obviously number 1. Then your boy Bam Adebayo at number 2. Kobe Bryant 3. You know who occupies 4, 5, and 6?
Your boy Wilt
Chamberlain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I think David Robinson is in there somewhere.
David Robinson, it had 73 points in whatchamacallit? No, he got knocked out. David Thompson. David Thompson had 73 points. Do you know who David Thompson is?
Yeah, the coach the Hoyas, right? Is that the same David Thompson? Who are we talking about?
Who?
Huh?
Who?
David Thompson?
You put David Thompson's name with the same name as Bam Adebayo, right? But he's on the list, and he did that against the Detroit Pistons. And then number 8, just to give that off, is Luka Doncic against the Atlanta Hawks in 2024.
Yeah, the 70 game, right?
73.
Where's Booker? Where's Booker?
Booker's underneath that list.
Okay.
It only gave me the top 8. Got
you.
But what I'm saying is, you look at David Thompson, right? 73 points. We can sit there and say he doesn't belong on this list. Same thing with Bam Adebayo, but they're on the list. Like, you can't excuse that from them.
Yeah.
But Wilt Chamberlain could easily own this list from 1961 to 1963, right? Because he was 7 foot?
Yeah, easily.
The league minimum in the NBA height-wise during that time was like 6'3", 6'4".
I mean, dude was killing it, man. You talking about him being much larger, much faster, and jumping much higher than just about everybody not named Bill Russell. So I mean, yeah, he was the man.
But so that's what I'm saying is he was dominant at a point in the year where he could have probably owned every single scoring record for 2 years, right? Yeah. A record that may never be broken or guys couldn't even get involved with. But he only scored 100 points once. So who know? We don't know because we don't have any footage of NBA.
No, we don't. We didn't see it. But I guess my point is, man, is as great as it is, I think, for Bam's career just to have that. Is it something memorable?
For him, yes. For fans of the NBA, it is going to be the most heated debate known to mankind. It's because of how he got there, how the game was progressing, why he was in the game, right?
Yeah, and the opponent, I get it.
Who the opponent was. Yeah, but when you look at the guys who, when you look at the teams with the most points scored, right? The New York Knicks in 1962, I'm pretty sure they weren't that good. The Washington Wizards of this year, the Toronto Raptors of 2006, the LA Lakers of 1961, the Chicago Bulls of 1962, the Knicks of 1962, the Pistons of 1978. Those were all teams that were not in their prime, right? Of course, yeah. The Lakers didn't hit their prime until late 70s, early 80s when Magic Johnson hit the scene, right?
No, that's when they won a championship in the 60s.
But we're talking one.
I think, yeah.
We're talking the New York Knicks, who aren't really all that relevant. They're just known because they play in the world's famous arena, right?
They haven't won championships since the
Detroit Pistons were irrelevant until the late 80s. When they were trying to dethrone Chicago.
Very true, yes.
The Toronto Raptors have never been good in an era of basketball in our entire lives. They never even, up until they won the
Kawhi Leonard, yeah, that's about it.
The Washington Wizards are the Washington Wizards. We do not need to talk about that. They'll never ever
be good, no.
The Atlanta Hawks are the Atlanta Hawks. So, yes, you are going to have a very high point output against some really bad teams. Curry scored 63 on the Portland Trailblazers, who didn't have anybody.
Yeah.
So yes, someone is going to find. It's like, what's that term? Uh, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. Bam Adebayo found his blind was the blind squirrel. The nut was the Washington Wizards. He found them, scored 83.
Five nuts to be correct. Because you needed all five of those guys to participate to get this done. But so like I said, man, I'm not blaming Adebayo. I think he did his thing. It's just he's in the unfortunate place of being 2 points above one of the greatest players of all time, who also passed away 5 years ago. And it's a tough spot. So you know how it's going to be. It's always a comparative thing, even when we don't want it to be. But seeing as how it's recent history, and this is the modern day, scoring we're talking about, because nobody's going to question Wilt Chamberlain, because none of us actually watched him play, and all we've known is heard that Wilt Chamberlain scores all the time, on and off the court. So we cannot question. We cannot question the great.
He had a 100-point game, and I bet you he had a 100-point body count after that game too.
Yeah, well, what's the rumor? Is it a 10K, something like that? It's something.
I think
crazy.
so. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, who counts? What is that? That's weird, right? The hell's Will? What are you doing, man?
It's so awkward.
Why are you counting? Anyway.
So let me ask you this, T. If he scores 90, is this conversation relevant?
The way that it is. I had this thought in my brain, and I agree with you. If Bam had put up 90 points, then I would have been like, you know what? I can argue with it, but he put up a good amount more points than the next person. But 2 with that stat line, I mean, that's one foul shot. That's one foul. That's not, you know what I mean? That's not like.
I'm telling you, everyone's energy should be focused on Eric Spoelstra and the Washington Wizards. Why are the Wizards fouling? Down 20?
I don't know.
You don't want to be on that side of history. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one wants to be remembered as the team that Bam Adebayo scored 83 points on. You don't.
Like I said, that first quarter was amazing. He put up like 31 in the first. That was crazy. But the rest of it, you know what I mean? It wasn't all inspiring. So, but that, again, I'm not trying to hate on Bam. Bam, if you ever watch our show, we love you. You're a great player. Join the Lakers. We'd love to have you. But
now we're clamoring for him.
I'm a Laker fan. Can't help it. That's just what we do. But yeah, man.
The Heat are in 7th place. They're playing.
Yeah, they're not playing. They're going to be a playing team, man.
Actually, they're one game away from not being a playing team. But look, they're not going anywhere. Like, the East is actually kind of loaded this year. This was their championship, right? Yeah. This was their moment.
Yeah.
So they had their moment. Eric Spoelstra gave them their moment.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is, man. I give him credit for being prepared, and just taking over. Did anybody else score on the team? I'm just curious. Like, they scored 150. So a couple other people got some points in.
We also got to remember, we're in an era in this league where offense is just king with this. Let's see, Bam Adebayo, how many minutes did he play? He played 42 minutes.
42 minutes,
right?
Got it. Okay.
Let's see, who else? No, the closest person to 20 points was Simon Fontecchio.
Fontecchio.
Davion Mitchell had 12.
I forgot. I'm sorry, I mispronounced this dude's name so bad.
Let's see. Jaime Jaquez Jr. had 5. Drew Smith had 5. Kishad Johnson had 8.
I thought you was Goku there for a second.
You like that? Myron Gardner had 4. I
don't even know who these people are.
The Heat needed all 83 points to win.
I know who Davion Mitchell is because he used to play for Sac. I don't know the Kishad Johnson. Obviously he played. He was in the dunk contest. Jaime Jaquez Jr.
How many points is Bam Adebayo averaging? Although this is going to get really fucking flamed up because, he's averaging 20 points a game right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So let's do this. Let's take away 83. Let's take away maybe 50 of those points. Maybe 40. Let's give him some credit. Let's take away 40 of those points. The Heat lose this game.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part about it. So I can sit here and say they needed all 83 to beat a Wizards team by 20. Because if they don't get that, there's no other output from the stat line that I'm seeing. They easily lose this game.
Yeah, but you got to imagine there's force feeding them at some point. I mean, once they get there, I'm pretty sure a coach was like, look, he's hot, just give him the ball.
Of course they are.
I don't think they're. Yeah, I think they're just feeding them. You know, at that point, everybody in the room knows they're not getting that many shots up that night. I don't think anybody else attempted more than 10 shots. It looks like.
Let's see here.
Nobody. I'm looking at it right now. Nobody else on the team attempted more than 10 shots. He attempted 43.
Yeah.
So
you feed the hot hand, Taj. I'll bring up.
It's not a hot hand because he shot 40% from the field. But I hear what you're trying to say. All
I'm saying is, look, we all saw Kobe's last game, right? We all knew at that point.
That last game, Kobe was shooting 1,000 shots, and we got lucky at the end. They all start going in. I agree with you. I'm not going to argue with that.
How many points did he have in his final game?
60.
Right?
60.
Yeah. So they kept feeding his ass.
They did. But that was a sentimental thing, man. That wasn't like... That was his last game.
That's not even sentimental. Go look at the stat line when he scored 81 against the Raptors.
What do you mean? The stat line is very normal for a Kobe.
Yeah, Kobe's a shooter.
Exactly. 28 for 46 is 60% from the field. That's better than most of your NBA players do today in a normal game.
46 attempts in a game. That is
bro, that was number 8. Do you not remember 2005?
So,
I mean, that's all he did.
So he was he took 46 shots, right?
Yes.
Bam Adebayo took 43. So you
correct.
You could call it a wash in that category.
What do you mean it's not a wash? It was 28 for 46. Wait, hold on. You can shoot
46 attempts.
It's about efficiency. Anybody could shoot 46 shots. That doesn't mean anything. It's how many of them do you actually make.
But
field goal attempts is garbage.
I'm comparing the attempts, the makes or whatever. Bam Adebayo scored 36 points from the line. That's atrocious.
That's weird. Yeah.
SGA doesn't even do shit like that.
I don't even think it's possible. As a matter of fact, if OKC plays the Wizards, if I'm SGA, I'm like, look, I want to shoot 50 free throws today.
I'm going for 90.
I want to go 50 free throws, please. Oh my gosh. And Kobe did not pass the ball to assist.
Shocking development there.
Okay, but he only turned the ball over 3 times, which is actually pretty good for peak number 8 Kobe. And then he played 42 minutes.
Bam Adebayo had 5 turnovers in this game.
What is he doing?
He had 2 blocks, 2 steals. He had 3 assists and 9 rebounds.
Hey, man. Hey, he was too busy shooting. He didn't have time to do that other stuff, all right?
Yeah, he shot 43 times.
Had to get it up.
We could debate this. We could debate this all we want. SGA is not watchable. Neither was that Wizards game, but somebody scored 83.
Yeah.
What's up? But all I'm saying is we can't discredit anything that Bam did. Bam was doing his job as an NBA player.
When you're on
the court, you're not gonna walk through it, right?
Of course,
this wasn't a walkthrough. So you have to play. It's not his fault that the Wizards said we're gonna foul you. The Wizards should have never been fouled in the first place. Why are you triple teaming a center 40 feet from the basket? He's not Steph Curry. Just let him dribble it up. He's not pulling up from half court.
Dude, I don't know. They
watch the game. It's like, dude, why are you guarding him before half court?
Maybe all I gotta say is if they just don't foul him, that's all they had to do is not foul him. But that was impossible. And kudos to Bam for
foul him half that time, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh well, he shot a ton of free throws. The guy scored 83 points. You didn't think he was going to shoot a ton of free throws?
Yeah, well, you're going to have to get.
He's a center.
Yeah.
He's a center. He's not a guard. He's not a power forward. Let's see. Bam was gunning, but I'm not blaming him. No one should be blaming him. It's the comparison to what Kobe did to what Bam did. Obviously, we're never going to compare him to Wilt because Wilt just.
Well, Wilt's number 1.
Wilt.
Wilt's number 1. So he's that. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon.
So, do we see a 100-point game at any point in our lifetime? Why is there a 90-point game? Everyone wants to be in the 80 and 100.
I think 90. I think we'll see 90. We'll see.
Who
90.
do you think drops it?
I don't know, man. But the way these dudes play now, I mean, a lot of 3-pointers are put up. It just takes the right guy to get hot against the wrong team.
I
I
want to
could be
see.
wrong.
There's something I want to see. Hold on. Who has the most 3-point attempts in the game?
In a game?
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know.
I'm looking it up right now.
It's got to be your boy,
NBA.
right? No, Curry doesn't throw up that many. I mean, he throws up threes, but he makes them. Who is it?
Let's see. Well, Steph Curry's attempted over 10,000 threes.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be, man.
Klay Thompson holds the most 3-point attempts, 24 attempts. So
24, got you.
you think 43 free throws is atrocious? Put that on the 3-point line. That's going to be even more disgusting.
How many attempts?
Klay had 24 attempts on October 29th of 2018.
That's not bad. Bam had 22.
From 3?
Yeah.
Okay, so
he shot 7 for 22.
You think 43 attempts from the free throw line is disgusting? Wait until someone does 43 attempts from 3-point land.
Well, I mean, in fairness, a team generally on the high end gets about 50.
As a team, yes.
As a team. So somebody would have to be hoisting them things like crazy. Not that Bam wasn't. I mean, Bam was out there shooting he was shooting. He obviously was shooting. He had a lot of attempts and he shot quite a few threes.
Bruce, that night Bam was bamming on the court and at home. He's got Asia Wilson. Not Asia.
Yeah, you
AJ,
got it right. You got
Asia
it right.
Wilson?
Aja Wilson, yes.
Aja Wilson.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, here comes Papa J. Oh, God. Papa J, hope you're good, man. LeBron is better and more legendary. LeBron doesn't even
What are we talking about? Are we talking about most points or are we talking about Papa J?
Nah, I think he's just saying that because of the Lakers.
All right. Well, I mean, Braun didn't do that much in the last game. We'll talk about that though. But yeah, I mean, he did help. He got that one outstretched,
he dove for a ball. I thought he wasn't getting up.
I'm glad he did though. But that was definitely some late game heroics for sure.
Sorry, it's coming down to the last strike against USA and Dominican. Ooh.
So let's move on. We'll jump into let's talk about it. And I hate to do this to you, B, because I'm a Laker fan. We can't avoid the obvious. The Lakers are on a run, my friend. They're on a run. They've won 5 games in a row. They beat a couple of good teams along the way. And then, of course, they got probably the worst matchup for the Lakers in the past 3 years has been the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets have served us every single year, both in the regular season and in the postseason. The Lakers have not been able to get around this team. Seriously, literally. And coming into this game, I could write you the script for every one of the Lakers' losses to the Nuggets in the regular season. It goes like this. The Lakers come out with a lot of energy. They put up a lot of points and create a lead of 10 plus points. Then, all of a sudden, the shots don't fall. Nuggets get back in the game, and the Nuggets close out the fourth, and the Nuggets end up winning by either a small margin or by a 10-point plus margin. That's been every single game of the regular season these two teams have played between the Lakers and the Nuggets. The same thing almost happened again. Okay? They were up by 17 points in the second. They had a horrendous third quarter. Tied the game at the end of the third. The fourth was close. The Nuggets got out to, I think, about a 6 or 7 point lead at one point. And I'm like, here we go again. Lakers always fall on their ass every time they play this damn team. But I was... B's got some news.
That was a terrible call. But I'll take it, though. Team USA beats the Dominican Republic 2-1.
On a questionable strike call, sounds like.
Oh, very questionable strike call. That ball damn near hit the third, and they called it strike 3. This is all happening in Bruce's hometown in Miami, by the way.
That strike was called in by the Pentagon. That's why. But anyway, but no, man. So I thought it would go the normal way. I thought the Lakers would bomb out in the end of the game, and somehow they did not. Some serious lucky but late game heroics from Austin Reeves, who throws the ball off of the front rim, bounces it back to himself, and puts up a layup to tie the game at the end of the fourth quarter. How many times have you seen this play fail miserably, where a guy tries to miss a free throw on purpose so that the team could get it?
Oh, the Miami Heat Wizards game.
That. All right.
Dude, no, it was a smart idea, and it was a lucky bounce.
It was a way lucky bounce.
Because we all know that bounce
that ball
never happens like that.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Usually it hits the tip of the rim and goes off to the right or the left, just beneath the rim. It doesn't go that far. Unless you throw it fired at the backboard, or you have to clip the front of the rim, hit the backboard, and have it come back. But either way, it don't go like that. But that's what happened. A crazy play, caught the ball off the rim, put up, tied the game. Okay, wow, look at that. The Lakers showing grit. I love it. Then they get into OT. DeAndre Ayton comes back in the game after not playing, barely any of the fourth quarter. Comes back, plays solid defense on Jokic, but the Nuggets do not go away quietly. They get a huge play from Jokic. They get a big three from Aaron Gordon, who came back from injury. And it looked like, well, maybe the Lakers won't win this game. But they needed one more shot. And so with about maybe 15 or so seconds left, they got the ball into Luka. Luka gets to the left corner, step back, splash, game over. The Lakers get the win. So this is a huge, huge win on a couple of different fronts. First off, the Lakers don't beat good teams. They haven't. That's just something they have not done most of this season. So this is probably the biggest win they've had. The second thing is they beat the Nuggets. They never beat the Nuggets. Never, ever. Jamal Murray, the Nuggets are so calm when they play. They was down by 17, like thinking probably, no worries, we'll get back in the game. And they did. But I thought it was a lot of great grit from this team that I hadn't seen earlier. So I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it. Did you get a chance to catch it?
I'm glad you're loving what your team's doing, because what I'm having to watch my team do is like the early 2000 Warriors right now. So I'm glad you're enjoying all of this right now.
Hey, man, look.
Yeah, I saw it. I caught the game. Of course I did.
What you think?
Yeah, you guys won, but again, just wait till it comes down to the playoffs, man. If you guys see Denver in the playoffs, then
okay, fair.
I want to see that, because then that means something. But we all know these big regular season wins will not mean anything if it doesn't translate into a postseason win. Because the last time I checked, the last time the Lakers and the Nuggets got together, we were bringing out our brooms 4-0 pretty quickly here. I'm not trying to rain on your parade, because I'm just jealous that your team is playing well while my team is in the injury tent with everybody. But again, okay, big regular season win, but let's see that in a 7-game series.
Well, they got 2 games against Houston next, which are also important. So we'll see how they do in that, playing them back to back. The other thing is, the whole conversation was around LeBron kind of not really fitting in and really messing up the whole camaraderie of the team and messed up some of the continuity that was created between Luka and Austin Reeves. But I think what we're seeing now is a LeBron James that's okay with scoring less than 20 points, I hope, and that's willing to play at the 4 position or at the 3 or 4 position in a much more traditional way, as opposed to him handling the ball all the time. Because I think that has to go away, and I think that's what we're starting to see. LeBron can't be point forward on this team. Maybe teams in the past, but not this one. You got too many ball handlers.
Bruce, here we go with the Lakers are good narrative.
I don't know how good we are, but we are the current number 3 seed.
Don't make me laugh, Bruce. That hurt my wisdom, my missed out wisdom teeth right now. What Bruce is saying, we'll give it 2 weeks until you...
Hey, man, look, Bruce a hater. It's always going to go down that way.
Wait until we talk about Croatia.
But currently, it's a 3. They're the 3 seed in the West. That doesn't mean they're going to beat the Spurs or OKC, because those teams are playing very, very well. But
Nate the Great says, Mike Evans healthy, fire emoji, go 49ers. I'm sure Niner fans are hyped up about that. And then Papa J, LeBron is the lucky charm.
No, they won some games without him.
They won a lot of games.
I just need LeBron to be healthy and just do his thing, man. He just doesn't have to handle the ball so much. Just no more points.
Just tell him to sit until late April.
Well, I don't need him to sit. Just limit his minutes.
Oh, come on, man. That's one guy who doesn't. Well, I don't know.
But he rests on the court. Have you ever seen him play? Like, he's on the court. He takes his breaks on the court. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him jogging and walking. No, I'm good. But anyway, It's a good stretch. Great timing. We're going into the playoffs. I think this is where the Lakers need to be. Not saying we're going to win the championship, but in this league, all you got to do is compete. So that's where it's at.
Yeah. Oh, can we talk about other records? There's another record that got broke, which I feel like is just false.
What?
SGA breaking Wilt's consecutive 20-point game of 126 games.
Oh, okay.
More than 20 points, and SGA broke it the other day.
Yeah, but who's at the top of the list, though? Is it Wilt or is it somebody else?
It was Wilt. Now it's SGA.
Wait, hold on. What's this record again?
It's the most consecutive points, most consecutive games with 20 or more points. Wilt Chamberlain had the record at 127. Or is it 126?
Okay, let's see. Let me look it up.
And SGA broke it.
Most consecutive. Oh, okay. All right, cool, man. Well, like we said earlier, a lot of stuff being broken with these records. I think this is cool for SGA. I mean, he's obviously a quality player. But, I don't... What do you want me to say about the OKC Thunder, bro?
LeBron got rid of his toupee to play better. Ever since LeBron shaved his head, he is playing a little better. No one cares about SGA. Only in OKC he is relevant. We got to acknowledge it, though. I mean, we do got to bring it up that he did break a record.
Yeah, I give him credit for it, but I mean,
that's about enough as he's gonna get.
It's OKC, man. They're playing really well. This is as best as that team or franchise has ever been. So,
let's get into some NFL talk because I ain't got much to say about the NBA because my team.
Yeah, y'all blew a lead today. It was pretty bad.
Sorry, hey, dude, don't get me started on that. Okay,
I'm sorry, man.
Okay, you know what? Now you want to talk about it. Here, let's pull.
They were up by 20. I think it's like I thought they all was winning. I didn't realize they lost until I just looked at the score right now.
They were winning.
Oh man.
Let's see the stat line here. Oh God.
Golden State Warriors were looking great for about 3.5 quarters.
All game.
Yeah.
I wasn't watching it because I was watching the World Baseball Classic. But hold on. Let's see here. Anybody heard of Malivi Leon? No. G. Santos played 31 minutes. Quentin Post 35. Brandon Pajemski 37. Jesus Christ. Dude, not one starter. Nate Williams. You ever heard of him? Gary Payton II.
I know. I mean, I know who that is.
Let me keep going with this. Will Richard. L.J. Cryer. Pat Spencer.
L.J. Cryer? Like crying?
Omer Yurtseven.
I'm sorry, what the hell did you just say? Omar Ukastamp?
Yeah, you heard that right. I'm telling you who this roster was that rolled out against the Knicks, right? And we only lost by 3.
Omer Yurtseven.
Let's see, who had the most points today for the Warriors?
I don't know how to say that.
Brandon Pajemski with 25.
You know what you needed? You needed 83.
We needed a starter.
Oh, how did the Knicks come back? Jalen Brunson, and more Jalen Brunson.
Okay, so now I'm going to read off the Knicks starters, right? OG Anunoby, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Mohamed Diarrhea.
He ain't even a starter. He's not a starter.
Mitchell Robinson, Landry Shamet, Jose Alvarez, Jordan Clarkson. I swear to God, I would much rather see that team on the floor than whatever the hell the Warriors just rolled out. But
the crazy thing is, y'all almost won that game, though, which shows how bad the Knicks have been playing, honestly.
Or it shows how desperate the Warriors are.
Yeah, well, I guess you could look at it both ways.
Man, whatever. It is what it is at this point. They're going to lose the one play-in tournament game that they have. They're going to the play-in tournament. Like, the West is so bad that they're going to make this play-in tournament. But after that, it's kind of like, do you want to see this lineup roll out against the Oklahoma City Thunder or the San Antonio Spurs? No.
That's who you got waiting on you if you're in the play-in.
Yeah.
The Spurs or the Thunder at home.
Congratulations. You're in the play-in tournament. You know who you get? You get OKC, San Antonio, or the Lakers.
So can we finally just why won't the Warriors just come out and say that Curry is not coming back?
It's clear as obvious they have to put another 10-day evaluation on him. So just shut it down, man.
There's less than a month left.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
I don't get it. I think they should shut it down. They should you guys need to have a fire sale. And I don't know.
Who's taking Guy Santos on a 3-year, $15 million?
I don't know, but man,
Who's
y'all gotta
taking Quentin
find some way to update that roster, bro. Because
Brandon Pajemski is the only valuable asset outside. Maybe Will Richard as well, but no one's gonna want Gary Payton's contract. None of that.
Yeah,
disgusting, man. Bruce says. Remember, I've been a Warrior fan for a very long time.
Yeah,
I've seen too much of this.
You've seen the bad, the good, and the bad.
SGA's Brussels sprouts. He is mad to me. Just bland. Please eliminate the Warriors and trade pods. They got to look into that. GP2 needs to go too. The team is full of old dudes breaking down and full of themselves like Green and Pods. This dude just hates Draymond Green. Yeah, Draymond Green's not going anywhere. He's ending his contract and his career in a Warriors uniform. Like, there's no one out there who's going to want that. Nobody.
The rest of your team is a bunch of just
G-Leaguers,
rookies,
two-way contract players.
Pretty much.
Malivi Leons was a two-way player. Guy Santos was a two-way player. Quentin Post, two-way player. Let's see. Pat Spencer, two-way player. A quarter of this roster was bouncing back and forth from G League.
Santa Cruz Warriors, baby. Let's go.
Santa Cruz I got that Warriors. Out of my system. I'm good.
So let's jump into football, and really the biggest thing we want to talk about is a little bit about free agency. We won't go too deep into it. I guess we can start with the Mike Evans acquisition by the Niners, who also got
that is a big time pickup for the Niners.
Evans spent a lot of time being injured last year. Let's call that what it is though. But if he can come back and he's going to be healthy, this is not a young chicken we're talking about either. So you are talking about a veteran wide receiver who was injury plagued last season. So his talent is unquestionable. I'm not even going to question that. But considering the injury prone ass 49ers, I wouldn't trust that his ass would be on the field a lot of games. The 49ers got to find a way to make sure guys actually play. Because their problem the past few years has been being able to make sure guys are actually on the field, man. They've been hit by the injury bug like no other.
Let's put it like this. Mike Evans, for 11 straight years, had over 1,000 yards. I don't think that the Niners haven't seen that in forever, consecutively. You know when the last person was to do that consecutively was a guy who owns the record, Mr. Jerry Rice. But outside of that, he's only been hurt once, and that was last year. He has played for the most part.
Yeah.
He's been a pretty healthy receiver. He gives the Niners a big threat in the red zone. They don't have that.
I completely agree. But how many other 12-year wide receivers are there?
There's not many.
That's because they don't last that long.
But Mike Evans is one of those where it's like, dude, as a Ravens fan, we need a wide receiver, and we just let that guy go to the Niners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how much of a value that he is to that. The only thing he's not going to be able to do well is go down the field. Because Brock Purdy, we all know, doesn't throw the ball deep.
Yeah.
But you get him in open space. The man has still got some speed on him. It's in 20 yards or less is where he's going to do the most damage for the Niners. He is going to be a threat.
He'll be the best possession receiver they'll ever have. And I think that's what they're looking for. Somebody who can, between 5 and 15 yards, can catch the ball and get first downs. They need somebody that their quarterback, that Purdy, can rely upon at the wide receiver position. And I think that's what this does. They just got to make sure they can get all these other... Because, look, let's be honest. This was a huge mistake by the 49ers. Because remember, this whole thing was about Brendan Ayuk, right? It was they put all that money in Brendan Ayuk's hand, and now that was a dumpster fire. He's gone. And so this is a way of trying to correct that mistake. And I think, hopefully, as long as he's healthy, I think that definitely does. And let's not forget who they bring back on defense. They brought back Drake
Greenlaw.
Drake Green. So they're trying to get some of that, magic that they had a few years ago, because for all intents and purposes, considering all the injuries, they were still a pretty damn good team for most of the entire season.
You want to talk about a team who said this is a shot at the playoffs. This is a shot at a championship, right? You don't make these signings unless you are all in. This could be it for the Niners within the next 2 years. Because you got George Kittle's getting up there in age. We all know running backs don't last forever, so Christian McCaffrey may not be around for so long, right?
Yeah.
This is your window, and I think the front office is starting to see it shrink. So they went out and made these moves. They bolstered the defense, which is already a pretty good
Yeah, it's
defense.
already really good. Yeah.
And so now you have Dre Greenlaw back. You got a Fred Warner coming back. You've got a top you have a top 10 pick on the line in Michael Williams. You've got a really good secondary in Lenore. I think this is an all in for them within the next 2 years.
Absolutely, it should be. Look, man. If he's healthy, legitimate possession receiver, where we can call plays and actually throw him the ball, versus what Brock Purdy was trying to do before. So
that's right. The Super
ahead.
Bowl's in LA next year.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, nothing but the NFC West is just hating on each other.
Here
right?
come here come the Rams.
The Seattle went into Levi's, won the Super Bowl there. Now watch the Niners go into
the
SoFi and win the
there you
Super
go.
Bowl there.
And then also, man, I mean, we got to talk about the fact that Max Crosby's trade unfortunately was rejected. Now, I mean, as a Raider fan, I would love to have him back. I just know that, it's going to be a few years before the Raiders are as good as they can be. But me and you, I thought we had this deal down. What the hell happened, bro? Can you explain to me what the hell happened with the Ravens where they just decided to reject this trade? What is going on?
It's called a physical, and the physical failed, and they saw something that.
But he's injured. He's injured.
They don't feel like it's going to be warrant enough to make the move. That's what it came down to, right?
All right.
Take a physical, and they were like, "Oh, we didn't know about that one."
And then they had they picked up Henderson. Yeah, picked up Henderson. Then less than 24 hours later,
without losing their first two picks again.
Yeah.
So
I think they just backed out of it because they got cold feet. They thought that the Henderson deal was better with their picks than getting Max Crosby and giving up their picks.
Yeah,
I think that's what happened.
Dude, who knows? But now you guys got him back. All right, you're fielding calls from the Cowboys apparently on Max Crosby. I mean, look, okay, so do the Raiders hold him now?
That's the thing. I mean, I like the idea of them keeping him. I mean, if he's willing to play for the Las Vegas Raiders and they're willing to keep him, then yes. But from a general manager point of view, knowing that your team's not going to be good for 2 to 3 years, you're going to get a rookie quarterback. You're starting from the beginning. It makes more sense to turn an asset into future assets.
I guarantee you, Tom Brady said, "What the fuck are you guys doing? Getting rid of Max Crosby?" Because Tom Brady's got he's like a louder voice in there, right?
With the owner, yeah.
I guarantee you that went down, that went down, and he said, "What are you guys thinking?" He had to have a say in that, right? I think the other thing too is Max Crosby said, "I'm always a Raider for life" when the trade happened. You don't say that when you're going to a new team.
You really don't.
You don't.
Like, I'm just... That is kind of a weird thing.
Thank you, Oakland/Las Vegas, for
the memories.
For the memories.
Loved it. Great. See y'all later. But not this fool.
Baltimore, can't wait to ride with you. His statement, "I'm a Raider for life, no matter what." What? Then go back there. So
here we go.
I think
so. Do you think this is? Do you think this is a conspiracy theory by the Max Crosby team, him and his agent and all that, to make sure he stays with the Raiders? Like I think
so. Okay, so if your team gets a first round pick, right? You're rebuilding, right? So you want all the picks that you want. You've already got the first overall pick.
Yeah.
You're getting a second pick in the draft. That same first round draft pick, and then you get another one for the next year, which you're probably going to end up with a top 10 pick again because your team's going to be rebuilding, so you guys will suck next year. You turn that away? Yeah. I swear, something more of just the X-ray went down.
So some obviously had to happen on the back end. I'm not going to argue with that because it is kind of a weird set of circumstances when everybody in the world had reported this big trade, and then all of a sudden it was like, maybe not. And then less than 24 hours later, they fill the exact same position with another guy. So it really feels like something weird did go down, or something went down where the Ravens maybe they thought they gave up too much. That's what I think it is.
First of all, it was 2 picks. That's not. We've seen bigger players go for worse. I think that was right. And Bruce, hold on, Bruce. I swear, every player we have mentioned is overrated. Hendrickson, overrated. Greenlaw is brittle since his Achilles injury. The Niners are cooked with noodle arm Purdy. I kind of agree with that, but I don't. But let's talk about you guys need a wide receiver so bad, and you went off and signed Kenneth Walker III. Way to go get your wide receiver.
Not only that, but you got to wait for Pat to come back, and it may not be next year.
Yeah.
So
you're not going to rush his ass back.
I don't know what Travis Kelce is thinking. He's not even going to have a quarterback for all of next year. What the hell is the point of him coming back? To play with Pat for like 2 games in December?
Maybe 2 games.
I don't even know what is the point of that. Did his wife tell him that she doesn't want him to be near her for a year? Like no, you got to go back to work.
Damn,
did Taylor Swift say, you know what? I'm sorry, I've seen you a lot this offseason. I realized I don't want to look at you that often, so you got to go back to work. I'm sorry, because I don't get it.
He was out of a job and needs a job, But
right.
Yeah, I guess I'll go back to work.
I guess I'll go. Fine. We got a lot of comments, man. I'll try to get caught up on these. We had
it's just Bruce hating on everything we've said.
Nate the Great with yes sir. We haven't had a guy like Evans since Owens. Bruce hating on Evans, saying he's washed. Nate the Great, we finally got a real X if he can stay healthy. Agree with that. And then we got Bruce with Crosby was on Baltimore Zillow for an hour and got rejected. The Ravens did not want to be contaminated with someone from the Raiders. Oh, calm down. And then Nate the Great saying we got our Super Bowl this year. I think LA will be nice for the Super Bowl. So yeah, man. I look. The Niners know they need to do something, and they did something. So I'm not going to fault them for that. The Raiders knew they needed to get younger, and that's what they're doing. They're trying to get as many young assets as they can. Although they did pick up we picked up y'all's old center, right?
Yeah, so, Lindenbaum, something like that. Yeah, you guys got a good center.
So we take Tyler Linderbaum, $81 million. He's the highest paid offensive lineman right now. Yep. We picked up edge rusher. Let's see who else we got in here. N'Kobe Dean, linebacker Teron Johnson, Eric Stokes, and yeah, that's about it. We need the kicker. We saw some guy named Matt Gay. Never heard of him. And we picked up wide receiver Jalen Naylor. That's not a bad pickup. So I'm not mad at what the Raiders have done. They've actually spent some money. You know what I mean? Like they surprisingly they went out there and spent some money to actually make sure that when they bring in this new quarterback, we got a little bit of something to work with. Offensive line is a big need. Wide receiver was a big need. And of course, quarterback they're going to solve in the draft. So I like it.
Cookie Boy Breaks, what's going on, man? I miss you on TikTok with your breaks, man. I hope you're doing well. Happy belated New Year to you as
What's
well.
Up?
We missed him in the chat, man. It's been a minute. Watch Drunk just pop into this chat now.
That's
just randomly.
We've got our own little Hall of Fame club back here. We got our own little
I know, right?
B&T Hall of Famers.
Pacheco and Hunt horrible last season. That was a good signing. You also have some horrible wide receivers, so go get yourself one. We need one too. We just watched Mike Evans go to the Niners.
Well, Raiders, we drafted one, so we just got to let it play out, baby. Just got to let it play out. We picked up.
We ready for some?
Let's do it.
Wait, what?
What are we doing?
No. What were you saying? You picked up what?
Picked up a fullback. Did we?
Ain't nobody care about fullbacks in the NFL.
All right, let's move on. We got let's move on to Croatia. So we're learning about the World Cup country by country to try to understand what the heck is going on. Because look, in other sports it's easy. You've got a team name, a franchise, and a group of players. But this is different, y'all. This is a whole country against a whole nother country. So it's not that simple. We got to find out who the hell these people are. Where the hell are they? and how how we can that way we can learn a little bit more about how to root for them and really just make ourselves more a part of the world community as a whole. So with World Cup upcoming, we're gonna have some fun with this for sure.
Real quick, Cookie Boy breaks. I'm gonna be in Sacramento next weekend. There's a big card show happening, 2 days. I'll try to get you the information, but it's a 2-day card show out in Sac. I'm gonna go see T as well. So come by through the show, man. Our inventory got so much better. I got to show it to you. But let's get into this World Cup talk. Come on.
All right. So you're going first, right?
Yes, I got the first question for you since we both don't know jack about Croatia. So my first question to you, T, is where is it located? Where is Croatia?
Okay, it's in Europe, I think. All right.
On a technicality, yes, you are right.
All right. Oh, you want like northwest, south?
Yeah, if we're gonna be technical,
right.
Yes.
I'm gonna say it's near like closer to Russia, if that like more east.
I'm gonna say no. You are completely wrong in that category.
Okay.
There.
All right. Where is it? All right, I'm gonna look it up now. Now I know I'm wrong.
I'll say Croatia is located in Central and Southeast Europe, bridging the Balkans and Central Europe. So again, you weren't too far off, but you were off.
All right, got it. All right, so I was wrong on that. I'm gonna look it up because I'm really curious now. I want to see where is it. Too bad this map isn't working. What the heck? All right.
So Croatia is surrounded by Hungary, Serbia, Slovenia, and Italy.
Oh wow, yeah. So we got Austria.
Throw away.
Now I see it. Serbia. So Bosnia. There you go. So this is that area of Europe that no one talks about. This is the one where like if you're in America, you get to like Italy and then you stop, right? We know it's like Italy, and then for some reason, we talk the Netherlands. We'll talk about now and again, but this is that area, like that whole Austria all the way down to Albania is an area we know not like as America we know nothing about. So I'm glad we're doing this. I did not know that. It's like right next to Slovenia. Isn't that where Jokic is from? Jokic is Slovenia. Luka's not Slovenia. He's
fuck if I know.
No, is he? Yeah, he is Slovenia. What are we talking about?
I could have sworn he is.
All right, let me shut up. Oh no, Jokic is Serbian.
Yeah, but it's still close to Croatia. Did we just establish that?
Slovenia is right next to Croatia. They're a neighbor. So is Serbia, I guess. Now that I look at it.
We're learning.
Let's look at this. Look at all these countries I've never heard of. North Macedonia. All right, getting off topic. So it's my turn. B, don't look anything up. I'm just gonna ask you. How many World Cup wins? This is a guess. How many World Cup wins do you think Croatia has?
All right, let's do some math here. So Croatia finished in third last year, or the last World Cup, right? So let's see, the quarterfinals, semifinals. So they needed at least 3 wins last year, or the last World Cup, right? 2 more to win your pool. So that puts them at 5. I'm gonna say 7. 7 wins for Croatia in the World Cup. No.
How many World Cups have they won? As a country?
Oh, how many have they won?
Yes.
0.
You're absolutely right. They have not won. Croatia has not won a World Cup. And actually, they just started. They started in 1998, and they have finished in the top 3 in many occasions. So it looks like they've been right there. They were runner-ups in 2018.
Mm-hmm. They weren't runner-ups, but they were second loser in the most recent one.
Gotcha. So Croatia has not won one, but they are close. They're close. And we'll wait for did Bruce
says a lot
they suck?
Yeah, he did. He said they won 0. So
no, he didn't say they were overrated yet. Okay, got it.
No, not yet. He said a lot of movies are filmed in Croatia. All right, Bruce.
I believe that.
Drop a film that was filmed in Croatia for us.
It looks nice.
It's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. What is Croatia known for?
I don't know,
This is.
man.
I'm looking at the answers, and
Uh,
I'm gonna probably say you're not getting this right.
Very old buildings, baby. I'm talking history. That's what I'm talking about. I have no freaking idea. B, hit me, man. I'm
Well,
so
you're
lost.
kind of close with that. They're known
Architecture. Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
historic walled cities like Dubrovnik. So that's one thing, but they're also known for other things as well.
Hit me.
More out The Last Jedi. Ooh, that's good knowledge. That's a good movie too. Um, what National Geographic wise? Well, I just gave most of the answer away.
Well, go ahead.
Croatia is world renowned for its stunning Adriatic coastline, historic walled cities like Dubrovnik, and natural wonders including Plitvice Lakes National Park.
I know we're butchering these words, so I'm sorry.
Oh, I am just destroying these right now.
I'm looking at pictures, though. This is beautiful.
Known for Mediterranean cuisine, quality wines, and filming locations of Game of Thrones. Ooh.
Oh.
Bruce says The Last Jedi and Robin Hood Origins.
Dude, this place, this looks really nice. I may have to book a trip. Look at the water. We got some nice coastal cities right here.
Known for Mediterranean style food, fresh seafood, truffle dishes, and unique indigenous wines like Plavik Mali. We're ruining the shit out of Croatia with these words.
Yeah, Croatian, please drop in, let us know. But yeah, no, I'm looking at the photos. This actually looks like a pretty nice vacation spot. This looks really nice.
I'm not traveling all the way to Croatia.
Yeah, I'm not going there now. Hell no. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah.
Summer festivities and nightlife, Ultra Europe and other beach festivals draw large crowds. Water sports, windsurfing, sailing, sea kayaking, and snorkeling are popular.
That's pretty cool. All right. I like it. Let's see.
The olive and cheese, so good. Ooh, look at Bruce dropping some food knowledge on us.
Knowledge. Yeah, Bruce been all over the world. So I was gonna say best. I would say best food. What's the best food? And we may have to just look this one up.
Mediterranean food.
Yeah, I guess we did cover that.
But
I want to hear a dish though. Like I want to hear something like specific.
Let's see here. Croatian dishes.
So I'm gonna look it up. We've got a pastacata. It says stewed beef. Sounds good. Pekka, meat and seafood under a bell. What?
Slow cooked meat seafood under a bell lid. Black risotto. I love black risotto. Have you tried that?
No, I haven't had that.
Black risotto's good. Seafood and pastries like burek. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this.
I need pictures, man, because these words they're not.
Yeah, see, Bruce said they have a black risotto. You got to try black risotto, dude.
A pastry. Ooh, okay. Struckle. A pastry with cottage cheese filling, popular. Okay. So.
Oh God, cottage cheese.
Oh, look at this one. It says a fruitiol is a small deep fried donut flavored with citrus or raisins. I can't do the raisins, but maybe the citrus.
Let's see. A custard cream cake, famously from some Mobor, Kremsnita.
Just also that's how. So they put it's made with ink, and I was wondering how we got it black.
Well, would you think food dye?
I don't know. I never had it before. Oh man! All right. So last thing. What are we ordering, B? We're at the restaurant. We're in Croatia. What
are we ordering here?
What
you know
ordering?
what? Because I've had black risotto, I think I'm gonna try.
Keep it.
No. I'm gonna try something different.
You're gonna try something. Okay.
I'm gonna try the pekka.
Pekka. Okay. So for folks that are paying attention, pekka is this is a traditional cooking method with either it looks like lamb or veal, or octopus. Vegetables
I'm going lamb.
Covered lamb. That's actually that sounds good. Metal lid and cooked under embers for tender. So it's like it's very like a stewish kind of very tender.
I think I'd try that. I think I would try that.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm going through. I'm trying to figure out what.
What are you eating? What are you eating at the restaurant?
Let's see. You know what? I'm going to do the Zagreb Schnitzel, a breaded veal steak stuffed with ham and cheese.
That actually sounds like a pizza.
I know it's like calzone, basically.
Exactly. That's not bad.
Good. That sounds good.
All right.
Look at us.
Is it my turn? My turn.
It's your turn. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Best footballers.
Bruce, can I phone a friend?
You can phone a friend.
Bruce,
help him out.
Bruce, who's good Croatian footballer right now? I need help. I need help. Help me out.
Dude, what happened to our feed? There it is.
Oh.
Done. Best footballers.
No.
From Croatia.
He rejected.
You throw one out there.
He rejected me like the Max Crosby trade. I honestly don't know, B. You're going to have to educate me, brother.
Well, trust me, I'm educating myself, too. Here we go. Best football. Oh, here we go. Sukur and Modric. Oh, yeah. Actually, those are the top two.
There you go.
Top two. Luka Modric. Zavor Sukur. And then some guy named Zvonimir Boban. Boban! Ivan Perisic.
We're just killing this thing right now.
Ivan Rakitic. Mario Mandzukic. There's a lot of icks in here. Robert Krozensky. Oh, no, that's not the ick. Bernard Vukis.
All right. But it sounds like the guys to look out for are Suker and Modric. Correct? Those are the guys we should look for on the next roster. Not Suker.
No, he's done. Okay. It looks like he was the 1998 World Cup Golden Boot winner and the nation's top goal scorer.
All right.
Well, he says Boban. Boban!
So Modric. So we got to be on the lookout for Luka Modric. I can remember that because there's a Luka on the Lakers, so I'll remember that. Luka Modric.
Oh my God.
Luka to Luka. Let's do it.
Yeah, it looks like he's their top player right now. So
Luka Modric, got it. All right, so now
the IC is itch. Have I been pronounced?
Oh, so it's Modric. Look at that. We're learning so much. Thank you, Bruce. The much traveled, worldwide known man of hate, Bruce, keeping us.
At least he travels to know. He travels to know that they're overrated.
All right, B. Here's the question we ask for every single one, so you know how this goes. You're on 90 Day Fiance. You're out there looking for women around the world. You're looking for a wife. Do you type Croatia in the search bar?
No.
No.
I'm only.
Don't take any offense, Croatian folks.
Don't take to any offense here, right? So I did a little bit of research about this because I knew I was going to ask this question. Croatian women average between 5 foot and 5'5", right? So
what's wrong with that? They're short.
I'm short too. We're not going to have tall kids.
Yeah, but you can be taller, my friend. You could be taller. What's the problem?
Secondly,
oh my God,
they tend to dress very nicely. As you can see, your boy
rude.
Doesn't really put on an outfit.
Yeah, but I mean, okay, all right, I guess.
I gotta look this up again because I love the internet, man. So if you wanted to approach a Croatian woman, it involves a respectful and genuine approach that values personality and cultural understanding over generic pickup tactics.
Okay.
A general approach: be yourself and be genuine.
Isn't that any woman? I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure that should be any woman. Yeah. Take the initiative.
Oh, watch out.
He says, bro, you crazy. Croatian women are stunning, man. I don't know. I'm afraid to go into that search. I'm going to end up on a website I don't belong on. Be polite and talkative. Respect her pace. Show interest in her culture. I'm showing interest right now.
So according to Bruce B, you're wrong, and you need to put Croatia in your search bar.
All right, I'm looking it up right.
Because
I'm looking it up right now.
I'm just because I gotta say, Bruce has been pretty right about most things. He's a little wrong about certain things, with a little bit of haterism, but for the most part, when it comes to the world information, he's been spot on. So I think you might want to take a second peek, sir.
I think I am. Maybe I
Just
might
look
change
at.
my mind. I'm looking at it.
B. There's a Miss Universe thing every single year. Just pick Miss Croatia and see what it
That
looks like and compare.
that doesn't count. They all don't look like that. You
I know
know
they
this.
don't, but I'm saying you comparing everybody to everybody at the top level. That's kind of what we're doing.
Nah,
No, all right. So
nah.
he's out.
I'm
All
still
right,
not.
fine. That's fine.
Bruce, that's all yours.
All right, whatever.
All right. My question to you. Here we go. What is Croatia's famous city?
I think you told me earlier, didn't you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna know that. I'm just gonna look it up. There's no way for me to know that.
Oh, I did actually.
You- I-
Dubrovnik. Often
Dubrovnik.
called the Pearl of the Adriatic. Adriatic. Wait, what did Bruce say? The Ix or itch?
Itch, like itchy.
Yep.
Itch.
Adriatic. That's so weird because it didn't even have an H in it.
What interesting. It's very. Did you see pictures of the city though?
I have seen pictures of
stunning,
it. It's
man.
actually really beautiful.
Yeah. So according to
Famous
Bruce,
for
beautiful
walking-
place, beautiful women. Looks like you get a hotel there for about $200 a night. I mean, this is looking like a pretty good travel destination. B. I'm just saying. Just got to get a
Miss
plane
Universe Croatia 2025 was delish.
ticket. Oh boy. I guess we've
here
gone
you go.
down. Here we go.
Here we go. Croatia, Miss Universe Croatia. Watch, I'm gonna get sent to like OnlyFans or shit.
No, you're not, man. You're looking up specific shit. You shouldn't be.
Oh shit. Yeah, he's got a point. Laura Njatovic. God. A 23-year-old nursing student and professional volleyball player was
What?
crowned Miss Universe Croatia 2025. She's 6'3". That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like Bruce is changing your opinion, man.
I mean, he found it. So yeah. Good job, Bruce. I you know what? I'll take your word for that one. I'm still on the fence though. Still on the fence.
Yeah. Well, there you go. There you go, sir. There you go.
Is there any what's a odd Croatia fact? Let's look that up. Odd Croatia fact. Croatia is home to HUM, officially recognized as the world's smallest town with a population of only about 20 to 30 people.
Wow. Good for them.
I would love to live there.
They'd probably be chilling.
They invented the necktie. The modern necktie originated from Croatia mercenaries in the 17th century whose distinct knotted scarves and adopted by French soldiers. Musical sea organs, a tiny town with big history, which is Egyptian Sphinx, thousands of islands. Croatia has 1,200 islands.
What?
You can't see them on the map.
I didn't see 1,200. I don't think I did.
I saw
did
one,
I miss that?
and I saw one, and its name was Croatia.
Wow.
Huh.
It says the largest collection of Neanderthal remains was found in
Here we go.
Croatia. Interesting.
Here's an unspoken rule in Croatia. The main unspoken rules in Croatia revolve around hospitality, social gatherings, especially coffee and drinks, and public behavior, emphasizing respect, generosity. The inventor pays, but next round is on you. Modest dress in historic areas, no shirts off, bare midriffs. Oh man, my stomach be banging out. And quietness in public spaces like old towns and potential fines for loud behavior or inappropriate attire. I'm not going to Croatia. I ain't going to last that long.
Well, that's very interesting. It looks like religious-wise, they are predominantly Catholic country. Interesting. And they recently fought for their independence back in 1991. Or 91 through 95. Wow, that's not that long ago.
Nah, man, we are learning everything.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And these hotels look amazing, dude. I you know what?
He's like, I'm going.
How much is the plane ticket? You know, I don't think I'm gonna do any. I wouldn't plan to do any. Traveling right now. There's some missiles flying in certain places, so I don't really want to travel outside the states right this
you may want to
moment.
stay away from that.
Although that's not exactly the same area, but don't want to run any risk.
It was me. All right.
Very interesting. All right.
Anything else from Croatia?
No, dude, well, I mean, this is an easy one. Colors of the flag.
Oh, red, white, and blue.
Everybody's got a red, white, and blue flag, just about. Can't wait till we get to some that don't.
Which one? Like Brazil, Senegal?
Yeah.
Whatever sure. You're replacing one color with green.
Yeah, for the most part. There's some gnarly ones out there for sure. We'll find some. Once we get out of Europe, we'll find some.
I don't think we're ever getting out of Europe anytime soon.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Who is the next? Oh, Morocco. Morocco will be the next country.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm actually kind of excited for that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I'm not going to know what the hell's going on with Morocco, but we're going to learn. We learned some stuff about Croatia. H-U-M is the smallest city.
Smallest city
20
in
to
the world,
30
right? 20 to 30 people.
In the world.
How do you maintain that? Nobody comes. They just like, no, you can't stay. Sorry.
You have 5 family members. Get the fuck out of here.
Right. And they all have to be, at this point, they all have to be related, right? Like,
how does that
how do they manage that? I mean, they must not host a lot of weddings. I mean, I'm just saying.
Does one family just own that place?
I'm not going to get too deep into it.
Yeah, I ain't getting in there.
Not going to get too deep into it. All right. I think you got anything else, man? I think that's all we got.
I think that's it, man. I think that's it.
Well, folks, that was a lot of fun. So we got to learn a little bit about Croatia as we get into the World Cup, which begins, I think, in June or something. Next week, we're going to do Morocco. So we're just getting a full cram of knowledge, just getting crammed with knowledge from other places.
If you ask me about these countries in a month, I'm going to tell you this: I forgot everything.
Yeah, but at least I have visual in my mind because I didn't know anything about Croatia. So now in my mind, I at least have an idea of where it is and what it looks like.
Morocco
okay,
has
don't give away stuff yet, Bruce. Give us an opportunity to talk about it next week, okay? Good God.
Now I'm going to look up Casablanca.
What does this guy not know, you know?
He knows that everybody is overrated.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right.
Love you, Bruce.
Folks, we appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for y'all getting in the chat. Nate the Great, Bruce, as always. We also had Papa J chime in. So we appreciate y'all being on the chat. I dropped a few shorts last week. I'm going to continue to do that for this coming week. Hopefully get some folks dialed in. And by the way, y'all, if y'all know somebody that might appreciate the content, man, please, by all means, let them know.
Let them know.
Check us out, man. Check us out. And Bruce, stop giving us information. We said we'll do it next week. Please. All right. So until next week, before we get our entire... Bruce messes up our entire thing here. Peace. We will see y'all next week.
Laters.